Progressive Revelation, a Bahá'í perspective. Hello and welcome. Today, we are exploring a core teaching of the Bahá'í faith, progressive revelation. This principle explains how God's guidance is delivered to humanity throughout history, revealing spiritual truths progressively and in harmony with humanity's capacity to understand and apply them. The Bahá'í faith teaches that God's purpose in sending divine messengers is not to replace what came before, but to build upon it, guiding humanity in stages towards spiritual and social maturity. Section 1. What is progressive revelation? Progressive revelation is the belief that God has revealed His will to humanity through a series of divine messengers, each suited to the needs of the time and the condition of society. Bahá'u'lláh, the founder of the Bahá'í faith, writes in the Kitab-i-Icon, "The prophets, in the days of their appearance, were sent by God to guide mankind. Each one is a light from the same source." This principle teaches that religion is not static. It evolves as humanity evolves. The moral and spiritual guidance given by Moses, Jesus, Muhammad, and other manifestations of God is complemented and advanced by later revelations. Section 2. The unity of religion. Progressive revelation emphasizes unity among all religions. Each messenger reveals spiritual truths according to the needs and capacity of the people at that time. Abdu'l-Baha explains, "Religion is for the purpose of the education of the world of humanity, for as the world advances, it requires new teachings." In other words, what was suitable for one age may be less applicable in another. Yet the core truths, love, justice, and service, remain constant. This demonstrates that all divine religions are connected, not contradictory. Section 3. The role of Bahá'u'lláh. Bahá'u'lláh, the latest manifestation in this cycle, brings teachings for our current age, addressing challenges unique to modern society. He writes in the Kitab-i-Aqdas, "The world's equilibrium hath been upset through the power of the most mighty and the most merciful God. He hath sent this new revelation to restore balance among the nations." Baha'u'llah's revelation calls for global unity, the elimination of prejudice, and the establishment of justice. This builds on the moral and spiritual foundations laid by previous messengers, demonstrating the progressive nature of divine guidance. Section 4. How revelation is progressive. Progressive revelation works in three key ways. Spiritual principles are constant. Core values like love, justice, and truth remain eternal. Social laws adapt. The rules governing human society change according to cultural, historical, and technological conditions. For example, religious laws for ancient communities may differ from those suitable for the modern world. Capacity of humanity grows. Each revelation prepares humanity for the next, increasing our ability to understand and implement divine teachings. Abdu'l-Baha explains, "The teachings of God are new in every age, yet the essential principles are eternal." This highlights that spiritual truth is timeless, while social guidance is tailored to the needs of the people. Section 5. The purpose of progressive revelation. The ultimate goal of progressive revelation is the spiritual and social evolution of humanity. It aims to unite humanity by revealing universal moral and spiritual laws, provide guidance for the development of just and peaceful societies, prepare humanity to achieve its highest potential both individually and collectively. Baha'u'lláh emphasizes that without guidance from God, society cannot progress spiritually or morally. But with each revelation, humanity is lifted to a higher plane of understanding and action. Section 6. The continuity of messengers. Progressive revelation shows us that every messenger of God is part of a single divine plan. They are like successive teachers in a classroom, each building upon the lessons of the previous one. Baha'u'lláh states, "All the prophets have been mirrors of one another, shining forth from the same source." This illustrates that the apparent differences between religions are actually differences in social laws and applications, not in the spiritual essence of the message. Section 7. Implications for humanity today. Understanding progressive revelation has several practical implications. Interfaith respect. We recognize all major religions as parts of the same divine plan. Spiritual growth. We can see our personal challenges as opportunities to align with universal spiritual principles. Global unity. By following the guidance of Bahá'u'lláh, humanity can address social, economic, and political problems in a unified way. Abdullah has said, "The religion of God is for the education of mankind, for it is by this education that peace and justice can be established in the world." By appreciating that revelation is progressive, we can respect the teachings of past religions while embracing guidance suited to today's world. Conclusion. Progressive revelation teaches that God's guidance is continuous, purposeful, and designed to meet humanity's evolving needs. It helps us understand the unity of all religions, the continuity of spiritual principles, and the need for social laws appropriate to each age. In our time, Baha'u'llah's revelation guides us toward a unified, just, and peaceful world, building on the foundations laid by past messengers. When we view human history through this lens, we see a divine plan unfolding, one that calls us to grow spiritually, act with justice, and serve humanity with love and compassion. Closing. Thank you for watching this exploration of progressive revelation. If you found value in these insights, please like, share, and subscribe to continue learning about the teachings of the Baha'i faith and their relevance for our modern world. Music fades out. End screen with a quote. All the prophets are mirrors of one another, shining forth from the same source. Baha'u'lláh.